Hello, welcome back to the Laws of Hanukkah. We're on Tafresh Ayin Hey, 675. We'll read the Shulchan Aruch again. We're in Gimel. We said, Isha madlekes ner Hanukkah. A woman lights the Hanukkah lights. She'af hi chayeves bo. She is also required to light the Hanukkah menorah. And to learn about the details of a woman lighting, please listen to our last class. But now we were going to go on. Avalim hidlika cher shayt v'katan. If a deaf mute, a person who has mental deficiencies, exactly how deficient, that's a discussion for another time. V'katan lo asa klum. If they light the menorah, they didn't do anything. I mean, they're not required to light the menorah. V'afa pi shenicha gadol. Even if an adult, let's say, put a menorah down and the child lights it, he didn't fulfill the mitzvah for other people. V'yesh mishayim, there are those that say b'katan shegiel lechinuch mutter. A child who is at the age where he's being taught the mitzvos, maybe around 6 years old, depending on the kid, that he's old enough, maybe 5, he's old enough to be taught the mitzvos. Then when a kid is that age, there's a mitzvah to teach him how to do the mitzvos, because he can understand. So there are those that say that a child that age is allowed to light the menorah. Says the Ramah, Uladidan, according to us, the chol echad mibnei habayis malik bifnei atzmo, that every individual in the house lights the menorah, because the Shulchan Aruch we were just reading, the halacha like him is for the Sfardim. The Sfardim, only one person in the house lights. So he's saying that a child or a deaf mute or a person with mental incapacities can't light for everybody. But the Ramah writes, according to the Ashkenazim, that everybody lights the menorah in the house. So he says that a katan shegiel lechinuch, a child who is at the age where he's already being taught the mitzvah, so again around 5 or 6, however old the kid is, tzarich lahad legamkin, the child also should light a menorah. Okay, let's finish off in the Mishnah Berurah where we were talking about yesterday. Summa, what about a person who's blind? Does a blind person light the menorah? So it says, Summa imhu bebayis shacherim dalkin v'yachol lehishtatef b'priti imahim v'yivarchu alav ze adif. Says the best thing is if a blind person is in a house where there's other people lighting, he can give some money to the person lighting, and he can become part of the mitzvah. And he'll make the blessing for the blind person. If he has a wife, his wife should light for him. Let's say he lives by himself and he doesn't have a wife. He should light the menorah with someone else helping him. Obviously, he can't do it by himself because he's blind. It'll be very difficult. The Shari Tshuva says he should not make a blessing. All the more so, he can't fulfill the mitzvah for others. Now, so a blind person, we're coming out. A blind person, if he lives in a house where other people are lighting, he should have that other person light for him, and he should give them some money, so he's included in the mitzvah. If he has a wife, his wife should light for him. If he doesn't have a wife, he should light without a blessing, and someone should help him, and he should not exempt others. Sha'afi chayes, but we said a woman lights menorah because she's also required. Shehanes hayagam lahem, because the miracle of Hanukkah was for men and women. Sha'gzera haisa kol besula hanise shetibo lehegmon tchila. One of the enactments that the Greeks made was that before a woman got married, on her wedding night, she had to have relations with the Greek general before she had relations with her husband. If anyone saw the movie Braveheart, they're familiar with this. So that was something that the Greeks actually did. It's not fiction. So the salvation of the Jewish people, the women had a great part in that because they were saved specifically for that gezerah, from that gezerah. Also, the salvation was made through a woman. Shabas Yochanan Kohen Gadol, Chat Charosha Shel Rosh Hatzerim. The daughter of Yochanan, the Kohen Gadol, cut the head off of the head of the Greeks. So women have a big part in the mitzvah of Hanukkah. Klum afilu acherim oimdin al gabav de'ein aleim chiyuv mitzvah. We said that a cher shayt v'kata, and a deaf mute, a person with certain mental incapacities, or a child, he shouldn't light, even if, this is in the Shulchan Aruch, this is even if an adult is with him. V'afal pi shenicha gadol. Tadlakos the mitzvah l'nachafan v'yish misha omer. Hine lefima shesasam al chaver simatavish peites if beis mashma delamaisa in lismoch shia katan yachol lahotzi b'hadlakaso legedolim. He says that according to the Shulchan Aruch, you shouldn't have a kid exempt adults in lighting the menorah. Right? So even if a kid can light, he shouldn't be exempting adults. Ula di done, right? So Leimer da'af im name lahalacha deloke hayesh ayrim hanal ve'eni yachal lahotzi achayim bit lalakos mikol makom hu ba'atzmo kaven shehagia lechinach tzarech lahadik va'anim b'ralacha v'nirali delakatan ein tzarech lahachmer kulei hai v'dash yadlik b'chol laila rak ner echad l'kuliyam akasu achorinim deger gam king yachal Leimer she'asa nisim lavaseinu. He says that a child, he's going in the Ramah, that a child who is the under 13 and he's above the age of 5 or 6, where he's being taught the mitzvos, he should light in the house. But he says you don't have to be so stringent. You could have him light maybe just one candle, because if you remember, according to the letter of the law, you only have to light one candle every night. That which we light, two lights on the second night, 3 lights on the third night, and so on and so forth, that's mahadrim and mahadrim. That's like a beautification of the mitzvah. That's like the ultimate thing in the mitzvah. But a katan, a child, he doesn't have to do that much. The Mishnah Berurah says he can just light one light. If he wants to light a regular menorah, that's totally fine. And then he concludes that one of the blessings we make is she'asa nisim la'avoseinu, that we thank Hashem for doing miracles to our fathers. So the question is, can a convert, someone who joined the Jewish people, can he say that blessing, that Hashem did miracles for our fathers? So the Mishnah Berurah says, yes, he can. Even though he just converted the Jewish people, he can thank Hashem, make the blessing for doing miracles to our fathers. So just to summarize, the laws about a woman lighting, please listen to the last class. But a blind person, they should have someone else light for them and give them money so they can be mishtatev in the mitzvah, someone else in the house. If they are married, the wife should light for them. And if they're by themselves, they should light by themselves with the help of another, but they should not make a blessing. And then we said that a child who, under 13, but over the age of 5 or 6, when he's being trained in mitzvos, he should light. But he only has to light one candle per night, and also, even though he should light for himself, he should not exempt anybody else from the mitzvah. And with that, we conclude Siman Tov Reish Ayin Hey. Have a great day.